Hi, it's Davin here from Massive Online Action, and today I'm hiding in the corner here so that you can see my incredibly bad writing, which hopefully you can read, which I'm going to go through with you. Basically, to go through the Traffic Authority product range and compensation plan, just to kind of show you what it is on the whiteboard, so that you've got a total idea about how it works, what it costs, what you get paid, everything. Okay, and just a little bit about Traffic Authority. If you haven't heard of us before, it's a brand new business opportunity that's coming up now. It's about 4 days as we currently speak. It's August 27th, and we've got about 4 days until the public launch. So there's some pretty cool features that you can get involved with, including a stair-step bonus, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, if you get involved before the start of the public launch. But the thing about Traffic Authority is it's very, very different to most other companies. You know, if you're trying to say to people, look, you know, I'm selling lotions and potions, I'm selling vitamins, I'm selling holidays, you know, all this kind of stuff. The problem is that even when you start, you've already turned off about 98% of the people that you speak to, because the truth is that most people aren't going to be interested in what you've got to sell. Simple as that. You know, not everyone's into selling holiday packages, vacation packages in the States. Not everybody's interested in, you know, selling healthcare or selling beauty products or anything like that. Is the microphone just gone like that? Get back there. You know, not everybody is. But the one thing that everybody's interested in is traffic. Yeah. If you say to somebody, look, you know, you're interested in getting more sales, you're interested in getting more traffic to your business, are you interested in getting more eyeballs on your web page, are you interested in having more people to speak to? Who's going to say no, right? You have to be a complete idiot to say no. Everyone's going to say yes. That is of interest to me. And the thing about Traffic Authority is everything that we're about is traffic. Getting traffic to your site, helping you to get more business, helping the people that you speak to get more business. So even if someone's not going to want to join, you know, the business of Traffic Authority, they're going to be wanting to get some of the traffic packages, because that will give quality traffic to their business. So I'm going to run through the Traffic Authority products and the compensation plan, how you get paid and everything like that, so you know how it works. So the first thing is there's monthly abilities to get money. So the first thing you see at the top there, if you can actually read my terrible writing, is that you've got the reseller's license. It's $20 if you want to be able to resell this stuff. If you just want to use the products and you don't want to sell it to anybody, then that's fine. Ignore the $20. But $20 for the reselling license. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've got the Traffic Optimizer. The Traffic Optimizer is $27. This is monthly. And what does it do? Well, I've put together a training plan on the Traffic Optimizer, and one of the things that I've used it for is to find out which group, and this is just an example, to find out which Facebook groups actually get traffic. Because I don't know if you've ever posted to Facebook groups, you can get business from that, but you know, the 20-80 or the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, if you've heard of that, applies to everything. And what that basically means is that if you are posting to Facebook groups, 20% of those groups will give you 80% of your leads and sales. What you need to know is which 20% are we talking about? Because otherwise you're going to spend an absolute huge amount of time posting to every single group, and 80% of those groups aren't going to give you any traffic, or hardly any. So I'll put a training course together, a little video showing you how to use the Traffic Optimizer to actually tell you exactly which of those Facebook groups are going to be giving you all of the traffic to your site. And then once you've actually worked that out, you can then concentrate on those groups and only spend a fifth of your time and still get almost 100% of the same result. It doesn't just work for Facebook groups, it also works for everything else. It works for Twitter, it works for Google+, it works for different places that you get leads from. It works, you know, solo ads, traffic exchanges, you name it. You know, you need to know who's giving you your traffic. You need to know who are the great guys and who are, you know, who are useless. Excuse that, there's somebody sweeping the streets outside with a very loud machine. How dare they? So, the Traffic Optimizer is simply a fantastic tool for letting you know where your traffic's coming from and letting you actually work all of your efforts, all of your attention, put everything into the areas where you're getting the most traffic and avoid the areas where you're getting no traffic. It's just an incredible improvement to your time. It's going to make all of your efforts more effective. It's going to give you more results, more business. It's a brilliant tool, and it's $27 with the resale license $47, and every single time that somebody else buys it, you'll make $20. No, you won't. You'll make $20. Yes, you will. $20 per month for selling the Traffic Optimizer. $47 a month for you. Every time you sell it, $20. Sell a little over 2 of them, actually 3 of them, but and then you'll basically make your money back. So next is the Traffic Academy. The Traffic Academy is a $97 per month product, and what the Traffic Academy is simply high-level training. It gets you into the inner circle of the people that make the money in this business. It gets you to the millionaires, it gets you to the movers and shakers, and they will be opening up their laptops, their systems, their knowledge, and training you on how to actually make it in this business. Now the thing is, I looked recently on a search in London, where I am at the moment, and I looked for digital marketing courses, online courses, and I found a course which is basically selling for a one-day course for $700, right? £500, $700 per month. So $700 for a one-day course, right? Now think about it. How much information are you really going to get in that course? Who's doing the teaching in that? Is it somebody who's a multimillionaire? I doubt it. It's just going to be some training gonk who's basically going to give you, the way to do the training. It's not going to be a mover and shaker. It's not going to be a millionaire doing that course. You get to have a millionaire. You get to have the top people training you, and not just for one day, and that's it. You get 30 days every single month, the ability to listen to the top people and learn from them and actually get your business to grow. And it's only going to cost you $97 a month, not $700 for every day of training, right? And sell that product, you'll make a $40 commission. Sorry, $50 commission. $50 commission, not 40. $50 commission for selling that product. So right away, you've got the ability to sell the Traffic Optimizer and get $20 commissions, and to sell the Traffic Academy and make $50 commissions. And these are monthly commissions, because one thing that you absolutely have to have if you've got an online business, you need monthly residual income. You don't just want to have a situation where you sell something and it's one-off and then you never get anything else. You want monthly. You want people to be buying from you every single month. So you've got regular paychecks coming in on a monthly basis. You pay your bills, you pay your regular standing orders, just with the monthly income that's coming in. Then next, we've got the big ticket items, and these are the now again, these are kind of, you'll get these commissions when people buy, but unlike most network marketing, MLM companies, online businesses, what happens with most companies is that you'll get a kind of system where you can take people up to the top level, the top product, and then once they've done that, you're never going to see them again. That's it. There's no more business to be made. The beauty of Traffic Authority is that when people buy one of these traffic packages, they're going to come back again and again to buy more from you, because the traffic packages will give them results, will get them high quality traffic, and then they're going to come back. They're going to come back and they're going to buy again. So not only are we getting big ticket items, but we're actually going to be getting commission on these big ticket items time and time and time again. Okay, so let me run through them with you. First of all, we've got the basic package. The basic package is going to cost $220 to buy, and it's going to get you 170 to 190 clicks to your website, to your page, to your opportunity, to your customers' page, website, or opportunity. If you sell this, you're going to get $100 commission. Now there are some splits, I'll go into those in a little bit, but there are no pass-ups with Traffic Authority, no pass-ups, okay? I'll talk about that in a second. Bronze, this is the next level. With a bronze package, it will cost $440. For that you get 350 to 380 clicks. Never less than 350, you could get 380. That's going to get you $200 commission. Silver, $660. That's going to get you 510 to 570 clicks. It's going to make you a $300 commission. Gold, it's going to cost you or your customers $1,097. 850 to 950 clicks. It's going to make you a commission of $500. Platinum, $2,197 for 1,700 to 1,900 clicks with a $1,000 commission. Titanium, $4,297 for 3,400 to 3,800 clicks for $2,000 commissions. And then finally, the big boy, Diamond, $8,397 for 8,100 to 8,400 clicks. That will make you a $4,000 commission. Okay? Now, just a few things about the commission plan. There's no pass-ups. Even if you've been in a business before where there's been pass-ups, it's a bit of a drag. You make a sale and you just never see that person ever again, never see the commission. With Traffic Authority, the deal is this. The first 6 sales will be split 50-50 between yourself and your sponsor. So make sure that your sponsor is giving you input. If you join my team, I will give you input. You can email me, call me, whenever you want. I will go through everything with you and help you as much as humanly possible. All right? After 6 sales, you then go to an 80-20 in your favor, so you get the vast majority of those sales. Don't forget, when you get people in your downline, exactly the same situations, you're going to be making money from them, those people as well. Yeah. So you know, and don't forget, these commissions are not just one-offs. You know, these are huge commissions, but people will be buying traffic again and again. You know, just because you buy, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 clicks, it doesn't mean that you don't need traffic still. You know, people will buy traffic again and again and again, particularly if it's good traffic. And the thing about the traffic with Traffic Authority is it's the top quality traffic you can get. You know, yes, you can get clicks for much cheaper, but you'll end up with garbage a lot of the time. You'll end up with just robots. You'll end up with just people that aren't interested in what you're doing and what you're trying to sell. These are, you know, pre-qualified leads for people who are interested in internet marketing, having an online business, in actually, you know, taking out their credit card and buying what it is that you have to offer them. And if you don't have an existing offer, then offer them this. Yeah, it's almost like a kind of self-fulfilling prophecy version of an internet marketing company, if you see what I'm saying. Yeah, so so that's basically, you know, a rundown of all of the different aspects of Traffic Authority. Obviously, you know, I'm quite happy to get, and I will do some more training on the individual bits and how it works, such as the Traffic Optimizer, because there are a lot of different areas to do with the Traffic Optimizer. And the Traffic Academy, there'll be more information coming on that. But that's just kind of a very brief breakdown of how it works, what it pays. In terms of qualification for products, the easiest way of getting qualified is to buy your products yourself. But listen, you know, you're not buying thin air. A lot of companies online, you end up buying thin air. You end up buying an idea or a dream, or, you know, lotions, potions that you know, you don't really want, right? What you're buying here is you're buying traffic. You're buying leads. You're buying the very thing which is going to allow your business to succeed. If you've got another business, you can send all the leads to that business. So you're not only pre-qualifying yourself to make huge commissions, you're also getting leads and people to your primary business and getting them to buy that business. And hopefully, if you've got a decent converting funnel, you'll actually find that the leads you're buying here will pay for themselves, because you'll actually make money with your primary business, right? So the first way to get qualified is simply to buy the products. If you don't want to buy the products, or you can't you only go up to a certain level, then the deal is that the first 3 sales that you make will pass to the next person who actually has the product, and after 3 sales, then you are qualified to start getting the commissions. Again, first 6 sales will be at 50-50 with your sponsor, and then after that point we'll go 80-20. Okay, hopefully that clears that up. So hope that all makes sense. I hope you're excited. I hope you understand what this can do, how this can help, how you can make money with this system. I want you to now click the link below. There'll be a link which will get you directly to my site, where you can sign in, where you can get into my downline, reach out to me, ask me about the system, yeah, ask me any questions that you want. I will answer those questions. One more thing, there's a very special bonus which is happening. You've got about 4 more days to take advantage of this, okay? And the bonus is that if you get involved in any of these traffic packages and buy a traffic package, you will immediately be qualified to sell the package above the one that you've just bought. So if you buy the basic, you'll be qualified for the bronze, buy the bronze, qualified for the silver, the gold. You get the idea, yeah? So if you bought the gold package for $1,097 with $500 commission, you are immediately qualified to obtain $1,000 commissions on the platinum package. You do not get the platinum clicks. You get the same number of clicks for the gold package, but you will be qualified to sell the platinum package. Yeah, so that's just an amazing bonus. It's not going to be repeated. It's a one-off before we're doing the public launch. So get involved, get clicking, get started, and welcome to Traffic Authority. Speak to you soon. It's Davin from Massive Online Action signing off.